This might actually be that one vertical handheld you've been looking for. What we have here is the Anbernic RG477V, and this is a vertical handheld that brings a noticeable step up in performance compared to what we've seen from this form factor in the past. Now, we've seen this chipset before in other devices, but pairing with a vertical design like this makes a lot of sense, especially for people who enjoy retro gaming, Android gaming, and emulation in a more compact format. Hey everyone, in today's video we're taking a look at the all-new Anbernic RG477V, and as you can see this is a vertical handheld, and I got mine in the retro grey color. Right away the display stands out. For a vertical handheld the screen is larger than I expected, and it immediately gives the device a more premium look and feel. I mean, the screen itself is massive in my opinion. And to be honest, I'm not a fan of vertical handhelds, but this one right here impressed me. The unit itself doesn't feel lightweight at all. Feels solid, well built, and reassuring in the hand. This is the kind of device that once you pick it up, it already feels like something you actually want to spend time using it. Everything feels tightly assembled, and overall build quality is exactly what you expect from the Anbernic at this level. Taking a closer look at the front of the unit, we got dual analog sticks positioned at the bottom with a bit of RGB lighting around them. These are wide-angle, hole-based analog sticks, which is great to see here. They feel smooth and accurate, and more importantly, they should hold up well over time. Another small detail I really like here is the lead, start and select logos. It doesn't change how the device plays, but visually it does add that premium feel, especially when you're playing in the low light. The button layout feels familiar and comfortable, and everything is easy to reach during gameplay. Around the back we got easy access to shoulder buttons and triggers, and their placement feels natural when holding the device. Up top, there's a power LED indicator, ventilation for the active cooling system, and the USB Type-C port for charging and accessories. On the right hand side, we got the volume controls and the power button. On the left hand side, there's a micro SD card slot and a function button, which by default launches the RG launcher, but you can remap this if you want to. And at the bottom of the unit, we got dual stereo speakers along with a 3.5mm headphone jack, which is still nice to have, especially on this unit. When it comes to the specs, the RG477V is clearly positioned as a higher performance vertical handheld. It's powered by the MediaTek Dimensity 8300 paired with the Mali G615 MC6 GPU. You can choose between 8 gigs or 12 gigs of RAM alongside with 128 gigs or 256 gigs of internal storage, and both versions support micro SD card expansions, so storage isn't really a concern here. For connectivity, we got the Wi-Fi 6E and Bluetooth 5.3, which means fast wireless speeds and stable connection for controllers and audio devices. The display is a 4.7-inch LTPS panel with a 4:3 aspect ratio and a resolution of 1280 by 960, a 120Hz refresh rate and strong brightness level. This can reach around 500 nits. Powering everything is a 5500 mAh battery, and out of the box, this is running Android 14. So yeah, for a vertical handheld, the ergonomics here are very well thought out. That 4.7-inch 4:3 display works especially well for systems like PS2 and GameCube, and it helps the device feel less cramped than smaller vertical handhelds. In the hand it feels comfortable, and you can reach that shoulder buttons and triggers easily without constantly adjusting your grip. That active cooling intake is positioned nicely on the back, and even during longer sessions, it feels well managed. But yeah, overall, this feels like a balanced handheld, not something you'd only want to use for short play sessions. That D-pad feels solid, the analog sticks are smooth, and the buttons feels responsive. And I also 3D printed a grip for this using black PLA, and it does make a noticeable difference for longer sessions. So I'll definitely leave a link in the description where I got the files from if anyone is interested. And I've got the retro gray version here, but the RG477V is also available in black. The black version looks great, but because of the glass finish, it does tend to show fingerprints more easily. With the retro gray model, smudges are much less noticeable, which helps keep the device looking clean during regular use. Both versions look more modern and well finished. It really comes down to personal preference here. Software is another strong point on the RG477V. You get an on-screen key mapper built directly into the system, which is extremely useful for Android games that don't support physical controllers here. Controls can be dragged, dropped, and remapped easily, and once everything is set up, it's just, it simply works. There are also multiple performance modes, including high performance, performance, and auto, along with full fan control. This makes it easy to balance performance and battery life depending on how you're using the device. For button layout, you got NS mode and Xbox mode, and the RGB lighting around the analog sticks can be fully customized or turned off completely. And since this is running Android 14, you also get full access to Google Play Store, which makes the RG477V a very flexible handheld overall. I also installed a key mapper and remapped the home button, so when I double press it, it brings up all my recent apps. Sounds like a small thing, but it actually makes navigation on Android on a handheld like this much smoother and more practical. Now, one way the RG477V can also be used is as a TV box, which adds extra value. I connected to a Ugreen dock, the same one I use with my Steam Deck, and it works perfectly fine. I paired it with my Jellyfin server, and most streaming apps also have Android TV version available here. I also paired the Fire TV remote, which makes navigation much easier and gives it a bit more of a living room style experience here. It's a nice bonus that makes the device more versatile beyond handheld gaming, I would say here. For native Android gaming, the Dimensity 8300 performs really well here. Games like Genshin Impact and Fortnite run smoothly at medium settings with stable performance and responsive controls. I also tested Red Dead Redemption using the Netflix version, and performance was solid, making it very playable on this device. Overall, Android gaming feels smooth and reliable, which makes this a good option for people who want more than just emulation. But most people will buy this for emulation, and here is where the RG477V really starts to shine. Systems up to PlayStation 2 run very well, including PSP, PS1, Dreamcast, and N64. For PSP, higher internal resolution are easily achievable, so you can easily go to 4x. Lower end systems like NES and SNES run flawlessly, but I also tested GameCube and performance was solid, depending on the title, I would say. And to properly test the D-pad, I also ran some Wii U emulation, and initial results were promising, with more testing planned in the future. One more system I wanted to test here is PS3 emulation using RPCSX. Games like Child of Light or Afro Samurai ran surprisingly well with stable frame rates and reasonable loading times. Performance from Dimensity 8300 was better than I expected in these scenarios, especially for lighter workloads. Now, for this system, it's a bit sensitive to talk about it, but for testing purposes, lighter titles perform really well. along with a few additional games tested in the background. So yeah, overall the Anbernic RG477V is a strong and well-rounded vertical handheld. The Dimensity 8300 gives it a clear performance advantage over many other devices in this form factor, while still keeping a clean, comfortable design. For anyone looking for a vertical handheld that delivers solid performance, good quality build, and a flexible Android-based experience, this is an easy device to recommend. If you're interested to learn a bit more about this Anbernic RG477V, I've left some links in the description. Do drop a like and consider subscribing if you enjoyed this video. But that's gonna wrap it up for this one. As always, thanks for watching, and I'll see you in the next one.